Welcome to the presentation on the key to effective cross-cultural communication. Cross-cultural communication focuses on how people from different cultures, background, beliefs, and communities communicate across different cultures in order to minimize misunderstandings and maximize strong cultural relationships among people. Understanding cross-cultural communication and how it helps at the workplace. Cross-cultural communication at the workplace relates to how employees communicate, manage, work together, and build relationships with others from cultural backgrounds that are dissimilar from their own. Today's workplace consists of employees belonging to different cultures and beliefs. Therefore, employees need to be sensitive to the cultures of people around them. This will help avoid intercultural conflicts. As organizations expand their operations, it is very important to take into account the dominant cultures that are existing in a particular region and be sensitive to the employees' cultural preferences as it affects their motivation and thereby their efficiency. Effective cross-cultural communication at the workplace will never try to ignore societal differences. It respects variations among employees and helps communicate clearly. By understanding the potential cause of a conflict, cross-cultural communication can help avoid sensitivity that leads to a claim of inequity or harassment, and tact to avoid conflicts in the workplace. Cross-cultural communication is not easy. Let's see what are the barriers to cross-cultural communication. Understanding cultural values may not be easy, and sometimes lack of cultural understanding might result in uncomfortable situations. Ethnocentrism is one of the barriers to effective cross-cultural communication. It means that one negatively judges the aspects of other cultures based on the ideas of their own culture, nation, or group with which they think is better than any other cultures. Without being familiar with cues provided by nonverbal communication, such as gestures, expressions, and so on, it would be very difficult for individuals to understand nonverbal symbols in a conversation. Let's look at different ways to improve cross-cultural communication. Firstly, you need to know your own culture, as this helps you to learn how to get used to others who may interpret cultural values in a different way. To meet communication needs and adapt to various styles, you need to be aware of your audience and match the message as per the audience. Being open to new ideas and appreciating cultural differences is one of the most effective ways to improve cross-cultural communication. Encourage team members to engage in casual interactions, as this helps to build trust, respect, and in developing personal relationships. For instance, having lunch and celebrating birthdays together helps develop good interpersonal relationships. It is better to avoid idioms that are difficult to understand by team members. Simple and clear language is always preferable in cross-cultural communication. Be aware of your body language and at the same time pay attention to nonverbal cues and gestures. While solving a problem, try to find out what the other person's ideas are, how those ideas might help create a stronger solution to a given problem. Some of the tips for effective cross-cultural communication are: speaking quickly would make it difficult for the audience to understand you. Slow down and speak clearly when you speak to people from a different culture. To make your cross-cultural communication effective, you need to listen actively and listen more without interrupting other parties. What is appropriate for one culture can be inappropriate for another culture. To avoid misunderstandings and misinterpretations, have patience. Remember that the foundation for success in cross-cultural communication is to respect each other's cultures. Cross-cultural communication can be effective when people are sensitive to different cultural backgrounds. To read articles on similar topics, please visit blog.comlabindia.com. Thank you.